Hello. This is going to be the first section, first part, whatever you want to call it, for lesson 1. Lesson 1 is only going to cover only the pitches and maybe a couple other things, but primarily only pitches. By other things, I'm going to talk about like intervals, but hopefully not too much. So the first before we actually look at music notation, we need to be able to have the sound of music or the sounds of music already, kind of in our mind's ear, so that when we look at music, we know what it says. Kind of like when you are learning to speak, you listen to sounds around you and then you imitate it, and then you gradually learn what those sounds that you've been speaking are written out, and then you can read them and then write them. That's kind of how we're going to go about this. So before we look at the pitches of do, re, and mi, we are going to learn what they sound like. And they simply sound like this. That's do, re, mi. And you can sing them in whatever order you want to. The first section that we're going to cover is going to be call and response. And for that, I'm going to play pitches, and then you're going to sing them, and then I'm going to play the pitches again so that you can correct yourself. Immediate feedback. You got to love that. So there are 8 of these, and the first one is going to be this. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. So that's that. If you want to, you can use those for dictation, or else if you have your page that you wrote out for the prep for this lesson, you can actually sing those as you are listening to them, or sing them. You can listen to the piano, then sing them while you read the music, and then hear the piano again to check accuracy. So that is kind of like call and response, ear training type stuff. That is a simple way to kind of get your ear used to hearing the different pitches. Next, we're going to move on to like the literacy aspect. We are going to review how the Braille symbols of do, re, and mi are written out, and for this, you need to know the Braille dot numbers. And then you need to know what symbol, what pitch name these particular dot numbers go with. So, if I were to give you, let me think here. I'm going to give you a combination of dots, and then you have to supply the Braille symbol that goes with it. Actually, we're going to flip that. I'm going to give you the pitch name, and you give me the dot numbers. And then after the little silence, I will provide the dot numbers so that you can check your accuracy. Okay, the first one, do. Answer 1, 4, 5. Re. Answer 1, 5. Mi. Answer 1, 2, 4. Re. Answer 1, 5. Do. Answer 1, 4, 5. Mi. Answer 1, 2, 4. Do. Answer 1, 4, 5. Re. Answer 1, 5. Mi. Answer 1, 2, 4. Now, I will give you the dot numbers, and you guys will tell me the Braille, not the Braille, but the pitch name that goes with that particular combination of dots. So, the first one, 1, 4, 5. Answer, do. 1, 5. Answer, re. 1, 2, 4. Answer, mi. 1, 5. Answer, re. 1, 4, 5. Answer, do. 1, 2, 4. Answer, mi. 1, 4, 5. Answer, do. 1, 5. Answer, re. Okay, now we've covered that. If you want, you can watch the video again and again and again and get that stuff drilled into your head. I'm looking to see what my next thing is. Oh, I want to talk real quick about intervals. Interval is the distance from one pitch to another. So like in the excerpts that we're doing earlier, that is called a second. And with the pitches do, re, mi, there are 2 seconds. There's the one between do and re, and there's a second interval of a second between re and mi. So there are different types of intervals, and the next section that we're going to do is going to be like singing different patterns of different pitches. And we're not just going to stick with the pitches do, re, mi. We're going to cover do, re, mi, fa, and sol. And this will help you recognize pitches when you sing them, and then when you read them, they won't be so foreign because you've already sung them. And then later when we actually introduce the pitches, we'll do those call and response thingies too. So the singing that we're going to do is going to prepare you for additional lessons to come. In addition, it will prepare you just to be a better musician, because you will be hearing these pitches, in particular these different combinations, a lot. And in university and music school and higher levels of learning, these patterns that we're going to learn are going to be presented all over the place. So if you could start now, when you're first learning to read music, it will help you when you read music at a more advanced level. So the first one, it's called a Pentachord, and a Pentachord is nothing more than just the first 5 notes of this major scale. That's the first 5 notes, and then the rest of it is. But for now, we're just going to focus on the first 5 notes for the singing exercises that we have here. We're not going to write any of this down. We're just going to listen and sing, kind of like what we're doing earlier at the start of the lesson. So the first the first singing thing is going to be do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And it's going to sound like this. That's all it is. It's probably the most simplest thing next to that you could sing. So that is called your pentatonic scale. Pentatonic because it's built on this note, which is also called the tonic in... I can't play chords on here. Let me see here if I can establish a key. Oh my gosh. This is not like a real piano, so it's really kind of hard. Yay! So that establishes the key, and it says that this note is your tonic. So the next exercise is what is called the additive, and this one is really fun. This one the notes are do, re, do, do, re, mi, re, do, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And that is called the ascending additive pentatonic scale. Ascending means that you are going up, and then there is also a descending, and that means you're just going down. And the descending is sounding like this, or the pitches are this: sol, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol. And both of those, the ascending and descending additive pentatonic, is going to sound like this. The ascending. And the descending. So that's how that sounds. Moving on. I'm in the midst of about a half a book. And the book has a lot of pages in it. And the binding isn't really all that good. Okay, so moving on, we're going to cover intervals. And the intervals, like I'd mentioned, there's a couple different kinds. I think I'd mentioned there are kinds, but I don't know. But we talked a little bit about the second. So we're also going to look at the third, the fourth, and the fifth. And then we're going to do this on both the ascending and the descending. So looking at the ascending second, that's going to sound like this. That's your second. And then your third is going to sound like this. And then your fourth is going to sound like this. And then lastly, your fifth is going to sound like that. So we have do, re, do, do, mi, do, do, fa, do, do, sol, do. Those are all your intervals for the pentatonic. Now for the descending, the second is going to sound like this. And then your third and then your fourth and then your fifth. And the solfege to those is do, fa, sol, fa, sol, sol, mi, sol, sol, re, sol, sol, do, sol. So those are all the intervals. And if you get really good at singing those, you will be able to recognize them in everyday music. So then, let me see what the other one says. That's a preparation. Okay, so here's another one. It might be a little bit challenging, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways. This is called singing in thirds. It could also be fun when you actually really, really get good at this. So the thirds is going to sound like this. Checking to see where I go after that. Descending, you just go like this. So those pitches are going to be do, mi, re, fa, mi, sol, and then the descending sol, mi, fa, re, and mi, do. And those are your thirds. And if you get really good at it, it will sound something like this. And that type of thing is used a lot in piano and things like that. Moving on, let me see. Do I want? Oh, let's not do that one. There's a tonic chord. We could do that one, but I don't know. Well, let me throw it in here just for an introduction to the next lesson. The tonic chord sounds like this. Whoops. Just played a minor and I didn't want to do that. This is hard doing it on a digital. Ready, and that's a tonic chord. And the pitches are do, mi, and sol. Sol, mi, do. So that's not required. If you want to do that one, you can. But we're going to look more into that one later. But definitely all the other ones, you just got your simple, the pentatonic chord scale. So that's one exercise. And then you've got your intervals, which are your intervals. I'm jumping ahead of myself. The intervals. You got your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth, and then your descending, your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth, and then you have you can call it like your alternating thirds or something like that. That one is and then if you want to do the tonic triad, you can. It just sounds like this. And you could probably just do simple do, mi, sol, mi, do. And that we'll look more into that later. But primarily just do the other stuff. And that will help with your music singing and music reading. The next lesson, I'm looking at my schedule or my lesson plan, and you guys have homework. If you remember, let me pull this up here. That's really small. Make that one bigger. Okay, in the lesson thing that we brailled out, there was a numbering of exercises that I had written out, or that you had written out. If you want to read through these to practice with the reading do, re, and mi, recognizing what the pitches are, you can either say them or you can sing them, whatever floats your boat. Also, a really good exercise would be to practice basically you're memorizing. The recitation is you're saying the pitch name, and then you're saying the combination of the dot that represents that. So like you would say do 1 4 5, Ray, 1, 5. Me, 1, 2, 4. And you would recite that 10 times a day, and pretty soon you'll be able to rattle it off really, really fast. And then you won't have to think about, oh gosh, what is do? What is the numbers for Ray again? You'll just be able to know it because you have programmed this into your brain. So that is what is highly, highly, highly recommended. And we're going to do more of that as we add more pitches. The point of recitation, as I'd mentioned in the introduction, is for the programming. Basically, you're programming your brain with the fundamental stuff that you're going to be building on for with additional knowledge. It's basically you're putting all the fundamental stuff in your brain so that your brain doesn't have to think about it. It just knows it. Kind of like when you write out your name, or 2 and 2 is 4, you just know it. So that is that. And then let's see. So you've already wrote that out. So then the next thing obviously just be to sing it or to recite it. Referring to the long exercises, the A, B, C, D, E, F, there is no G, just A, B, C, D, E, F. I think I give you guys lettering for those. I'm not sure. But recitation, and then like the exercises with the singing, that will help with sequential lessons to come. And then reading through these lines of the do, re, mi, and that should be giving you a pretty good foundation and really getting down the first 3 pitches of the Braille alphabet. And we will do a little bit of review when we touch on to lesson number 1.2, and then we'll just see what happens after that. So I'm going to let you go, and you can enjoy your first lesson assignment, and we'll post up another prep lesson probably by the end of this week or maybe next week. I'm not sure. When I get it posted, I'll get it posted. Like I said, I'm still working on a schedule on this whole thing. So, all right, enjoy your homework, and I'll see you in class next time. Have a good day.